What's up, guys? 1086 has been kind of bad. Anyway, PTO's out again. I replaced that clutch. I got the whole rebuild kit, and I only did those clutch discs right there. That was a mistake. Anyway, I took it out. This was loose. The shaft right here was loose, and it wasn't getting full oil, I think. I think that might be what burned it up. But I put it back in and put it back in the tractor, and it worked, but it's slipping bad. So I know those discs are bad. Anyway, so I didn't use the whole rebuild kit. I just put those clutch discs in. You know, it lasts for a year and a half. Here's the rebuild kit they gave me. This was part of it anyway. Look at all these frickin' O-rings in here, man. I mean, look at this. You know what I mean? Look at all that. I didn't do any of that. Anyway. And I should have. But I didn't, and lesson learned. But I would have had to pull it anyway because... I hope this video is coming out okay. My torsion bar right here was leaking like a son of a bitch. It had leaked when I was gone, all the oil out of the tractor. See this? All the way over to the scene of the crime. Anyway, so this 3-point, I didn't take all the way off. I just let it hang there. This one I did because I needed to get in there. But it came out. I mean, I used the book, and it came out just like it said it was gonna. And here's the culprit. This little thing, I mean, yeah, look at that. It's pretty rough. And the reason, it's not just that, but you know, when I pulled it out, you can see some pitting in here. And on this side, I think it's actually this side is the one that was leaking. Somewhere in there. Yeah, you know what I mean? But, anyway, so PTO had to come out anyway. It wasn't a big deal. It sucks that I took it out and put that suction tube back in and still didn't work. I mean, that sucked. But, you know, while I had it out, I mean, I should have did this anyway. So anyway, I'm just going to clean this up. I'll Scotch Brite them, clean all these up, get the new seals. I'm glad I could do it myself, man. That would have been expensive, but it sucked. I mean, there's your 3-point. That's some heavy shit. There's my drawbar assembly and part of the 3-point assembly. But, yeah, if you follow the book, it's not that bad. It came out pretty... I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, it came out pretty easy. It wasn't that bad. I had all this out in probably 4 hours. I wasn't trying to set any records either. I was taking my time, organizing all my bolts. I'm not a good enough mechanic to remember where all that shit went. You know what I mean? And then skid steers down for a couple days. I had to go I had to go 2.5 hours each way to buy a $374 friggin' alternator. Like a fucking alternator, man. And first bolt I got on to take that off snapped. Anyway, I got it out. It wasn't even that bad. The worst part was the alternator went out when I was in it, and I had to use the emergency get the hell out of there window. So you just push it out, you know, right next to that steaming ass exhaust. And it took longer to put that frickin' window in than it did back in, than it did to do the alternator. But whatever, man, I don't care. And yeah, I don't have, you know, sand in my vagina. I'm not complaining. It just, you know, at least I can do the shit myself, and it's not costing me a ton of money. Just parts and time. The time I don't have a lot of. That's what kind of sucks. But while I'm at it, so it's leaking a little bit of oil here, but that's nothing. That's just from the drain plug. And then this cylinder here is leaking. You can see it. The front of it is. It's a 2-way cylinder. And I've rebuilt one of those with Jake on my bucket truck for practice. A little inside joke there. A couple of little inside things on this video, I guess. Anyway, but that's what's going on with this shite. So I'm going to have him rebuild that thing, and yeah, I'm going to have them rebuild it. Just, you know, Scotch-Brite all this stuff off. I've done it before. Clean it up and put it back together. And I am going to go with the ISOs on this. I needed Pioneers, man, to run my shit. And I just did it the quick fix way. I guess farmer fix. But I'm going to get those. I have them over here. You can rebuild these and make them Pioneer. Anyway, so I'm going to get those. I'm going to get both of those. And, you know, these seals. The seals for the cylinder, and get my PTO rebuilt. And I'll be back down here in about 3 weeks with all those parts, and I'll pick up that PTO, throw it all back together, and I'll have my tractor back. So not too bad, not too bad at all. It's just part of it. This is part of it. Yeah, could be a lot worse. I have a good life. I'm a happy guy. The alternator corrected all the problems with that skid steer too, so it was shooting weird codes and shit. I thought it was a little deeper, but it turned out to just be the alternator, so that's not bad. Anyway, comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to. Thanks.